Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Allen going to try and keep it, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Singletary. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in L.A. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, second down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Good job. How that boy stepping outside.
Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career. Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
On first down, Stafford here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
On first down, it's Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second and very short, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Gonna throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And again, it's Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Allen again. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 27, Stafford looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for Los Angeles first.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford connecting with Cup here on the out route. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 33 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Allen now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half, and with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dominated, boys, dominated.
The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Stafford on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
First down, Allen. We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Bills are in for 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He starts with a give to Akers. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Stafford quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Keeps himself upright. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A give, Singletary right side. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go right back to Singletary. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 13. A little under a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford looking for and finding Akers on the crossing route. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.